So no area on the in this world, in this on the earth, it has got a special privilege for it to see the moon before any other place on the earth. So if it the eastern countries like India, Pakistan, be it the middle countries like Saudi Arabia, Africa, or any other country, or in the west, all the places are equally likely to be the first place to sight the hilal. So one should never decide the crescent moon visibility on the basis of any other area in the world. Right. So try to choose. Here's one cautious note to the users using it. That although the application allows you to choose any number of options, inputs, any number, but as you know, the more the results coming out of it, more are there's a greater chance that your browser, which actually writes the result on, through HTML onto your own browser, it may not bear, and it might might fell down. So it's just a caution, but it's not something which is going to crash your system, but still a caution for everyone. Of course, you can choose up to 50 rows, 50 regions at a time. It's not a big deal. So already discussed this point, and I'm not going to discuss it further. And another thing I want to discuss here, that different geographical regions may have their own different weather conditions which might result in visibility of moon even if the application shows 50%, you know, lesser than 50%. So some country might say even though your application shows a probability of let's say 40%, still we are able to see this moon. So it may be a different weather condition. There are very perfect conditions, or there maybe the people are using super optical glasses to see the moon, right? It may be anything, in certain areas people even speculate about visibility of the moon, although the moon may not have been seen. And so that's the purpose of the application, to negate false sighting reports, false crescent sightings anywhere in the world. And one of the good thing is here is the probability for any region close to 0% if the application returns. It could be considered as a solid reason for not seeing the moon by permission of Allah, of course. However, the probability of any region close to 100%, today, it could be considered as a solid reason for seeing the moon on the night. And of course, it is going to be by the permission of Allah. And this application is not meant for any monetary profit. It just means to help myself and the community to plan things ahead. For most, it may not serve much, but for some people, it boosts morale and gives immense benefit in any other day-to-day activities. Like for me, it has boosted my morale to serve the community, to utilize my time in the best manner, to learn more and more things, more and more, programming tips, HTML, Java, J2, and other things. And I already discussed GMT daylight saving thing. Sometimes it is -5 for let's say for US, sometimes it's -4. Another thing important to note is that most communities in the US, they consider the visibility of moon on any part of North America as the criteria to define the first of Shawwal or first of Ijja on the next day. So if you are among those communities, and if you consider the entire North America, let's say, as the criteria to celebrate Eid tomorrow, then you need to look for those places, let's say the extreme west of the area, let's say San Francisco. Okay, let's say this is the San Francisco. This is the San Francisco. Okay, San Francisco. So yeah, so if you're considering you are among that community, you will be looking for San Francisco because it is one of the western part of the country which has the highest probability, at least among the regions listed by me. Or maybe there is another there might be other regions which I am not aware of, like there are Mexico's, there are other coastal regions of the Cuba and Jamaica. You can also look into those. So here the probability on the moon is 64% on 1st of June. So this is higher than 50%, so there are greater chance of visibility of moon there.